All right, guys, welcome back to Owl's Nest Woodcraft. Again, we're in the kitchen because guess what? We have a massive brisket that we're going to be putting on the smoker today. Got a Recteq 700 fired up. It's rolling some smoke, and we've got it set at 225 right now. But before we get ready to put this bad boy on, we've got to get it ready and prepared. And so we've got to do some trimming to get it ready. So stay tuned. We're going to show you how we do that. All right, guys, we're going to start trimming this thing up. And the first thing you need is the sharpest knife that you got. And so whatever knife you have that's your sharpest knife, that's the one I would recommend you use. And so I have a boning knife that my wife back in college did a little meat science class. And so this was the knife that they bought back then. And it's good and sharp, still our sharpest knife in the drawer. And so what we've got to do today is you can see there's all of this different types of fat that is on our brisket, and all of this is just real thick, hard fat, and so we want to trim all of that off. And so we're going to do that right now, and so that we just kind of get down to the meat and we rely on that intramuscular fat. You can see all that marbling that's down in there, the striated fat down in there that would be creating those juices in today's cook. So we're going to get started on that trim right now. So you want to hold your knife flat and go. You want to be careful and not get too deep into the meat, but you want to be sure to get all this hard fat off. And so I'm just pulling that off and laying it to the side. We'll throw that out here in a little bit. All right, we've done about all that we can to trim this up, and we've gotten all the fat off. And the whole reason that you're wanting to do that is because that fat is so hard and so dense that you won't get that smoky flavor penetrating the meat. And so we had to trim that off, and so that we could take care of that. We're getting ready for our rub, and so today we're using Black Barn Barbecue. We're using their beef rub, and so my man over here, Michael Snowden, here in town makes this stuff, and I've heard rave reviews, and so excited to give it a try today. All right, guys, we got the Recteq set up, and we're here at about 225 degrees, and so I'm getting ready to put these bad boys on the smoker. All right, guys, so I just inserted those temperature probes into our meat, and so I'm going to set an alarm on my phone to alert me when the internal temperature gets to 160 degrees. That Recteq app will give me an alert and tell me, hey, it's time to do something different. And so at that point in time, I'm going to ratchet that temperature up a little bit and let it go. All right, guys, we're coming up on about 2 hours on our smoker. Internal temperature is hovering right around, we're about 140 right now. And so I'm just gonna take a real quick peek and see what we got. Ooh. Starting to get some nice color on there. Looking great. I'm gonna just get a little spritz on this real quick. Got some, I can't believe it's not butter. All right, guys, I got a couple of pieces of brisket that came off the smoker here. Obviously, it's not done, but I'm getting ready to make up some beans, and so I wanted to put a little of that brisket down in there. And so I'm just going to chop that up real quickly. It's not done all the way through, but I'm going to go ahead and slice it and drop it in the meat or in the beans, and then we'll continue it on with the rest of it. All right, guys, I just got a notification that our internal temp has reached 160 degrees. So we're gonna go pull these briskets off and do a double layer of aluminum foil, and then we're gonna put them back on the grill for a period of time. All right, guys, got these briskets back on the grill, got our temperature probes back in, got our beans going over here on the right-hand side. Gonna get this lid back down. We're gonna reset our temperature here. We're gonna bump it up now. We're gonna hit it to 275 is our set point. And so we'll get in there and get that set point hit and go till we're at about 190. All right, guys, just got a notification that our internal temperature has reached 190, so I'm gonna get ready to pull it off the grill and see how it's looking. One of the things I wanna do is I wanna take this temperature probe, and I just wanna probe down into the meat and see how easy it sticks. And that seems like it's going in very, very well, so I'll do that in a couple different spots. And it seems like it's probing pretty tender, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull this one off. Now, this particular brisket is a lot thicker, and so it still has a ways to go, so I'm gonna leave that on there. Beans are looking fantastic. I'm gonna pull this one off and let it rest, and then I'm gonna get our mac and cheese added to the grill. All right, now we got a little helper here ready for smelling some brisket. Unfortunately, we've got a little more work to do. So we're going to take our beach towel, You know what they say? Life's a beach.
Life's our beach.
Especially whenever you're cooking brisket. And so we're going to put this thing down in here. We're going to just wrap this up and let that create some internal temperature. And we're going to let this rest for at least an hour. We're going to do our best for it to rest a little longer, but I don't know if we'll be able to last that long. What do you think? You think we'll be able to last that long?
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see. Patience is a virtue. And so we have been waiting and waiting for this brisket to get done today. I'm going to unwrap it here and get it on the cutting board. And we're going to uncork this thing and slice it up.
I'm Caroline.
I've got a little helper here trying to help me out. All right, guys. You can see the kind of the grain of the meat kind of going this direction, so we want to cut against the grain. And so we're going to just go like this. Start seeing this pull off of here. Start to see these beautiful smoke rings coming out of here. Woo! That dog will hunt right there. Okay, you can go ahead. All right, we got our crew here, and they're ready for a taste test. They've been waiting all day, and so they're each going to grab a little piece here. Caroline, here's yours.
Oh, I touched it.
All right. I'm going to dip mine in the juice. What do you think?
It definitely tastes amazing.
This is our first brisket on the Recteq 700. I couldn't be more pleased. So now I'm ready to eat.